Today I want to talk about my travel reward strategy, why I chose simplicity, and how that may benefit you. I don't know about you, but travel rewards are an important part, if not the biggest part of my travel strategy, because that's how I'm able to afford most of my international flights. So developing a system that is tailored to my lifestyle and needs is essential. And at this stage in my life, I need simplicity. I need things that are easily accessible, understandable, and repeatable. So yeah, simplicity dictates my system, which is why I have 3 cards that I primarily use for travel benefits and rewards. And those 3 cards are the American Express Platinum card, the American Express Gold card, and the Bilt Palladium card. And yes, they do have high annual fees, but as you'll see, the benefits and credits that they offer completely offset those costs. So this is pretty simple. 3 cards. The American Express Platinum card gives me the benefits for traveling, like lounge access. It earns me 5 points per dollar on airfare. The American Express Gold card allows me to earn 4 points per dollar at restaurants and supermarkets. And the Bilt Palladium card allows me to earn points on rent and earn 2 points per dollar on every other purchase. I only need to keep track of those 3 cards for 3 different types of expenses: airfare, food, and everything else. The American Express Platinum card is a huge part of my travel strategy because it gives me everything that I need in terms of benefits. It gives me lounge access. I'm a Delta flyer, so it allows me to get into Delta lounges, Centurion lounges, and Priority Pass lounges. It also gives me access to the American Express Concierge, which has helped me secure a lot of hard to get reservations, especially abroad. And there are a ton of other benefits and credits that it comes with. But in my opinion, one of the bigger benefits of this card is that it earns me 5 points per dollar on airfare. Now let's talk about that high annual fee for the Platinum card. There's a ton of channels that go over each fee individually. I'm not gonna do that here, but I'm gonna let you know about the big fees that help me offset the cost of that card. For example, the $600 hotel credit is amazing. The $400 Resy credit. Those 2 credits alone are worth $1,000, and they offset the card so much that I'm actually earning $100 just for holding the card every year. And this is great because these aren't expenses that I normally wouldn't do or I'm going out of my way to do. Hotels are something that I would normally be booking. Resy restaurants are places where I would naturally go and eat at, especially living here in New York City. There's a ton of them. And there are a ton of other credits as well. Uber credits, Clear credits, TSA pre-check and global entry credits. And I actually get back more than $100. I did the math and I get back $1,500 just for having that card. It's almost too good to be true, but it is because I'm using it and I'm benefiting from it. I'm not going out of my way to earn a credit. So this card is just perfect. And let me tell you something, even if it was half the price or I wasn't earning any credit back, the fact that I have lounge access and access to the Fine Hotels and Resorts program, to me is worth at least half the price of that card. And I would happily pay it. In fact, when I first got the card, it was a $450 annual fee and it only had, I think, a $200 airline credit. And I thought it was a fair deal because at the time, it gave me unlimited access to Delta lounges. And again, at the time, they weren't crowded. The Priority Pass lounges weren't crowded. It was completely worth the money because it got me into a lounge and allowed me to relax, eat, and drink before my flight. It was great. So now that the card has a higher annual fee and I get even more value from it, is an absolute no-brainer for me. Now, the American Express Gold card also has a high annual fee, $325, but it gives me a $100 Resy restaurant credit, which I obviously use, a $120 Uber credit, which I also use, and a $120 dining credit that I also use. So again, just by taking advantage of all those dining credits and the Uber credits, I'm actually earning $15 a year just to hold that card. And lastly, the Bilt Palladium card. It's $495 a year, but it earns me 2 points per dollar on everyday spend. It earns me points on my rent. I get $400 in hotel credits every year and $200 in Bilt cash that I could actually use to convert into hotel credits. So I'm technically earning $600 a year in hotel credits. So again, this card is paying me $100 a year just to hold it, and I'm getting all the other benefits associated with it. Now, the Bilt Palladium card has a ton of other benefits like a priority pass membership and other things, but that's beyond the scope of this video. Now, let's go back to simplicity. I have those 3 cards, and I think that for most people that may seem like a lot, and it probably is. But for me, I think it's pretty simple. Again, I only have to think about 3 different spending categories, and I'm earning points in 2 different systems that I'm very familiar with, Bilt and American Express. And yes, I can take this a lot further. I can get a card that earns 3 points per dollar on gas, 3 points or 4 points per dollar on streaming services. But those are such small expenses that by adding those cards into my system, all I'm doing is adding complexity, adding more things for me to keep track of, adding more annual fees, and quite frankly, it can get kind of dangerous having all those cards. It's just too much. I think it's okay to forfeit a couple thousand points a year, if that, and the money associated with having those cards for simplicity and repeatability and just peace of mind of knowing that your bases are covered and you don't have to do much thinking. At the end of the day, and no shade to them, but you shouldn't listen too much to the influencers telling you that you need to maximize every single category of spend or you're leaving points on the table, because more often than not, they're getting money off of sign-up fees and commission. And they may even tell you to do the churn and burn method, which is signing up for a credit card bonus, canceling the card after a year, signing up for another card, canceling that card, just so that you can basically chase bonuses. Now, that strategy is proven and it works, but oftentimes it creates a bad relationship with banks. And not that you should be feeling sorry for them at all, but it's not a sustainable thing. Once you're done doing that, you should really focus on simplicity and tailoring your strategy towards your needs and your lifestyle. Anyway, I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, hit the like and the subscribe button, and I'll catch you later.